See, you heard my child? Yeah, it's dangerous. It's no joke. Hello there, guys. XL Balingsungay, aka X to the LXL Vlogs, is back again. This time, I'm just going to answer some of the questions, of Mr. Geno Dunn. I don't know how to pronounce his name correctly, if it is Geno Dunn or Geno Dunn. Anyhow, he commented on my latest vlog, which is the title, I got cut from my Balisong ball stores. And here are my thoughts regarding his concerns, Basically, I'm just going to answer his concerns regarding on why the traditional Filipino Batangas Balisongs are not collaborating with the Balisong flipping industry outside the Philippines. To be exact, it is already happening for years out there in United States, in the US, and some of the countries are around the states, or whatnot, the UK or whatnot. Not really sure about it, because you know why? Here's my reason. First off, I'm not really interested in flipping balisongs. But lately, I've been watching some of them, and it's giving me a smile, or quite a smirk, because I don't want to call it smirk, because that's the negative way of smiling. When we do not consider that as a sign of appreciation. But having that said, why is that? Because yeah, just seconds earlier, I've told you that I'm not really into flipping. If ever I am to flip a balisong, I'm let's say I'd come up with my own style, of flipping it. If ever so that I did discover my own flipping maneuver, good luck to me, and I'll be happy about that, and I'll be happy to show you that, on one of my blogs in the future. But then, since my skills are really limited, and again, I will have to tell you that I'm really not into the flipping side of the balisong world or universe, or whatever you want to call it. I am really initially into balisongs, all because of its aesthetically attractive look on each and every one of the pieces that the balisongs swordsmiths are making out there in Batangas. To give you detail about what I'm talking about, like for example this one, this balisong has a uniquely cow bone bolsters attached to it. That's how you can tell that this really is very unusual among the other balisongs, or most balisongs that you can see out there in the US, outside of the Philippines. It is really innovating. It is really how do you call this, a daring move for a balisong swordsmith to come up with this kind of design, especially if ever I've proven that they have been doing this in those ancient times. Why I said it was ancient or whatnot, because they've been out there since the early 1900s, and in the 1900s, in the initial ages of this balisong, in the birth timeline of the balisong, there's no such thing as showcasing your flipping abilities yet. Balisong is all about being a weapon, to serve you as your body whenever you needed it outside your house, to protect yourself from foreign invaders. Especially, these were invented to protect ourselves, or the Filipinos rather, for those ones who already died, already in the cemetery, or being cremated already or whatnot. To to protect themselves, from the oppressors, the foreign oppressors, because Philippines has already been raped for a lot of times, for decades, for centennial, for 100 years, and all we did is just to protect our heritage, and up until now. Obviously, if for all your foreigners out there listening, still being skeptic or naive about what's been happening up until today, whether it be the obvious or in a subliminal way, we're on a war, even in the sports that can be considered war, even in the Miss Universe that can be considered war, if you ought to think that way, so we are in a global war. So anyhow, but literally today it's a different kind of thing. So back to from what I'm trying to say, to all you, especially to you, Mr. Dunn, yeah. I would only like to clarify that these balisongs, especially the traditional balisongs, with all due respect, I would like to say this for the record, that why traditional balisongs are being detached still today, up to date, from the flipping from the modern, or for the modern flipping industry or whatnot, modern flipping balisong flipping world, is that they wanted to keep they wanted to keep it that way, the old-fashioned way, the Batangueño way, the Batangas way, the Filipino Batangueño balisong way, where they have these different kinds of elements coming from the nature, where they place for example, this one, the cow bone bolsters attached to the to the handle. I've already mentioned it earlier, minutes ago, that that's the main purpose of it. Why the traditional Filipino balisongs are still currently not collaborating with the balisong flippers out there in America, in the US, or whichever place they showcase these events or whatnot. I'd like to say that I'm really glad that the balisong industry has grown over the years, because as I've said that before, there's no flipping skills being implemented out there, and I think that's a great idea for helping the Filipino legacy still alive, But then again, with all due respect, I would like to say this for the record, that I guess for the bloggers, especially for the fellow bloggers out there who are vlogging about their traditional balisongs, like for example the one that I'm holding here. This is not for all you listening or watching this is not meant to be for flipping. Although why I chose this one, because this one is flippable, flippable because it is way too light, you can flip it, I'm sorry I cannot demonstrate the very dynamic flipping at this moment, because I haven't been, like I said, I haven't been practicing, but I've attached a clip from where one of my traditional balisongs, where I flip it, in mid-air, and then I caught it as it leaves the air and fell back to my hand. I caught it. So that's the most dynamic thing that I consider in regards when I am flipping my balisong. So yeah. Again, with all due respect, Mr. Dunn, I respect the modern revolutionizing flipping world out there that's happening out there in the US or in the UK or whatnot. But then I hope this explains well that Filipino traditional balisongs that are made by Filipinos who have once and still being raped by foreigners are keeping their legacy. Okay, they're keeping their heritage the way it was created. But the thing that you are proposing is not impossible. It can be done. Especially, I want to make a shout out to Mr. Paul Factora, the OG of We Have the Balisong. Just continue what you are doing for decades. A lot of Filipinos are supporting you and believing you outside inside the Philippines. Our fellow balikbayans out there who believe in your advocacy. The hell of it, just do it, and much props to you and much respect, yo. As well with you, Mr. Dunn. Much respect and thank you for the blunt questions, because right now, as you can see, I'm answering it the bluntly way too, as well. You know, likewise, and I really appreciate it. That was a really you know, blunt move to do. You know. Most of the viewers are really not that kind of do not give out those kind of questions, you know, except from you. This is the first time that I'm going to answer a foreigner which regards which has a question which regards to the those individuals who are those daring individuals who are now trying to build and trying to grow the scene, you know, the flipping scene out there in America. I hope this video explains it well. That and I hope that you, aside from absorbing it, and I hope that you also respect my point of view in my best effort of explaining why the traditional Filipino balisongs or the vloggers are not used on flipping them whenever they are vlogging it. It's because it's all about the aesthetic, it's all about the genuinity, it's all about the tradition, it's all about the beauty in it, the rareness of the elements that are being attached on every designs, unique designs that you can think of, you know. That's the very essence of it. And once again, I want to make a shout out to you, Mr. Dunn, and I hope this video doesn't offend you, and some of your fellow foreigners out there who might watch this video. I hope I made it clear, and the video is getting longer. I'm not supposed to, you know, say so much about this, because I guess earlier I made it clear that Filipino handmade balisongs from Batangas, Pilipinas will stay as it is, you know. But again, it is not impossible for your flippers out there, modern revolutionizing flippers out there, to collaborate with the traditional Filipino handmade balisong. Why is that? Obviously, right here, just like I said earlier, this piece is a traditional Filipino handmade balisong from Batangas, but then this was created for flipping, you know, for showcasing your flipping. Even though right now, as you can see, I'm really not that good on flipping. My flipping abilities is not that dynamic, because right now I'm just flipping the traditional way. I don't want to get cut because I have not been practicing again with my flipping. Oh, like that. Oh, I've almost been cut with the blade, you know, with the bike handle. That's what I'm talking about. Damn. Anyhow, sige. Mr. Dunn, I hope to make it clear, and you know, I've been telling this for a lot of times, you know. To end this video, I wanna say peace to all you Americans, whatever races you have out there who are flippers, Filipinos, Caucasians, Indians, or Black, Mexicans, or Hispanic, or Asians out there. Just do your thing, and I hope I dream not to say to dream, but I hope that whatever you're thinking of or dreaming of, collaborating with the traditional Filipino songs, collaborating with the the flippers out there, the modern revolutionizing flippers out there, would be possible someday. But as for me, if you're going to ask me, I want to keep it. I want to keep the heritage the way as it is. I don't want. I don't want. Again, I'm speaking for myself. I don't want the origin to be tampered from the way it is created. We Filipino Balisong vloggers wanted to showcase and to proudly say and to proudly show the skeptics about how rare these species are being treated or considered. So yeah, shout out to all you, peace, and take care, and I hope the COVID pandemic will end soon, very very soon. Alright, peace. Yeah.